Hey everyone, A here with Anything Goes with A, and today we are back with another video. Before I start the video, I just wanted to say I noticed today that I hit 10 subscribers, although a rather small milestone. I just wanted to let you all know that I appreciate your support. I hope you've enjoyed the videos that you've seen so far and continue to enjoy the videos moving forward. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you know that I recognize that and appreciate that. And for today's video, being that it is, I suppose, a 10 subscriber special, I'm going to be discussing something that's pretty important to me. I don't know if you noticed, but I am not currently wearing my watch. That's because I went ahead and tossed it back in the box to do a bit of an unboxing. I'm going, obviously not a true unboxing because it's something that I've already had for some time. Some of you that may have seen some of my other videos may have already seen it. But I'm going to be talking about my watch, showing you a bit of the unboxing experience, and talking to you about it. If you haven't noticed it in the past, the watch that I have is the Orient Kamasu. It is in blue with the black rubber band. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing it in kind of two parts. First, I'm just going to go ahead and talk to you a bit about why I purchased this watch. And some of the information about it, and then we'll go ahead and get down on the table and I will show you the watch itself and go ahead and do a bit of an unboxing. So we're going to go ahead and roll the intro here and then get right into it. Alright? Alright, so before we get into the unboxing, I just wanted to talk a bit about the watch itself, why I purchased the watch, a little bit about the company in case none of you have heard of it before, and just some of the information about it. So, as I mentioned before, it is the Orient Kamasu. It is in blue and silver, and I did get it with the black rubber watch straps as opposed to the metal watch strap. The reference number, I have just a few things written down here. Reference number was AA0006L19A. The watch has a sapphire crystal, a day-date complication, and uses Orient's F6922 complication. It has 200 meters of water resistance, and those are just kind of a few of the window sticker bits of information there. Just wanted to go ahead and pass on to you. I am by no means a watch expert or anything like that, but just a few pieces of information that I feel like maybe some of you may be interested in. If you have any other kind of questions about any of the lug width or any other measurements or anything like that, information about the power reserve, you could certainly go to the Orient website and check all that out pretty easily. I don't see any good use in regurgitating that information to you. The watch itself, when I purchased it, was retailing for $240 US. And Orient, if you sign up for their email list, basically they will give you a new user one-time coupon, I believe of 15%. I was able to get $24 off with the discount, and then with tax and free shipping, the order total came out to $229.50, and that was directly from the Orient website. You can find this watch on plenty of gray market sites, as well as on Amazon, either by being sold and shipped by Amazon or being sold third party and then fulfilled by Amazon. Orient will only offer their warranty through authorized retailers, one of them being Amazon, but if you go ahead and opt with them, you do have to make sure you check to see that it is sold and fulfilled by Amazon, not only fulfilled by Amazon, because they do have some of those options. So that's something you just got to keep an eye out for. The main reason I got it from Orient was just because, being that it was one of my first kind of more major watch purchases, or it was really my first major watch purchase, I wanted to get it directly from the watchmaker themselves and make sure that I was getting the full warranty, that I was purchasing direct and not getting it through any kind of shady backdoor dealings or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just something that I decided that I did not want to do, and that was the way that I wanted to make my purchase. Orient, if you are not familiar with it, is actually a division of Seiko. It's a division of the Seiko Epson company. Epson like the printers, so they are kind of affiliated with them. That was one of the reasons I chose Orient, was because I wanted to purchase from a watch company that had a bit of heritage. At the time that I was purchasing it, Seiko had recently rolled out the Seiko Sports 5, I believe the line is, and had recently discontinued the SKX line. I was looking to find myself a sport or dive watch, and the Sport 5 just was not that intriguing to me. A lot of the reviews were not that good, and the more I looked into it, a lot of people were comparing the Orient Kamasu, saying it was almost a bit of a follow-up to the SKX, or the new SKX, if you will. I have never seen in person or looked that much into the SKX. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. That was just some information that I had seen around online. Overall, all I can speak to is my own kind of experiences with the watch. I've really enjoyed the Orient Kamasu. I think it's a fantastic watch. I think it's really neat. The name Kamasu is the Japanese word for barracuda. They say it's because the hour hand and minute hand look a bit like barracuda teeth, which I think is kind of just a neat little thing. And I just think it's a nice watch overall. It's the first automatic watch I've ever had, and it has worked pretty well for me. The day-date complication is really nice, just to have that information right there on my watch for me. I did used to have a smartwatch that I was using, and got to the point where really all I was using it for was the watch feature. So having the day-date, as well as obviously just your standard timekeeping features, is really nice to have at a quick glance at my watch, not having to grab my phone or anything like that. One thing that I found out about the watch, about the day portion of the complication that I did not know when I was purchasing it, and didn't find out until I was setting the watch when I got it, is they actually have the days in English and in Spanish. So if that's something that's interesting to you, if you would like to have a watch that has the information in English and Spanish, as you're scrolling through, you'll find that for every day, they will have your options in English and Spanish, and you can select between those two what you would like to have displayed to you on a daily basis. So that's just a little bit of information about the watch. We're going to go ahead and get down on the table, do the unboxing, I'll show you the watch, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up with final remarks. Alright, see you down there. Alright, so now that we're down here at the table, we're going to go ahead and do a bit of an unboxing and take a look at the Orient Kamasu. So you're able to see this is all of the packaging that it comes with. On the outside of this sleeve here, it does have the reference number here, once again AA0006L19A. So we're going to go ahead and slide it out here. The only information other than that is the Orient logo here, which is embossed on the outside of the sleeve. So we're going to go ahead and slide it on out of there, just so that you can get a bit of a better look here. So next we're greeted with a matte black case. It has a bit of a kind of faux leather, almost satin finish to it. It's a fairly nice watch box. On the outside here we have Orient embossed, and it's got a kind of a silver metallic ink used for it. If we flip it over, on the underside it is blank, so this is really all you're going to see on the outside of the box. It uses this clamshell style, so we're going to go ahead and crack it open right here. Inside of the watch, what you get, aside from the watch itself, obviously, is the international guarantee for your watch. So we'll go ahead and pull that out and set it aside. This has information about my specific watch's international guarantee, so I'm not going to go ahead and flip this open, but provided that you purchase your watch from a reputable dealer, you will receive one of these as well, with your name and information for your limited craftsmanship or workmanship guarantee from Orient. So we'll go ahead and set that on the side. Here we have Orient's mechanical watch and automatic hand winding mechanism, kind of little booklet here. This talks a bit about the watch in several different languages, and just discusses the complication itself, how the watch works, winding it, talks about the power reserve, and a bit of information regarding the watch. So you will receive this. Additionally, you will receive a tag here. This has the reference number on it, as well as a couple small UPC barcodes. This came tied onto the watch. Obviously did not put that back on for the video, but here we have the Orient logo on the outside of this plastic tag. Last but not least, aside from the watch, there was a small band on it which says sapphire crystal, which has obviously been removed. Inside of the watch box here, we have kind of a bit of a satin finish, or I don't even know, like a velvet finish might be a better way to describe it. There are these two prongs here, which are metal wrapped in this velvet to help hold down the watch. So we'll go ahead and pull it out. Alright, so now that we've got it out of the case here, I'll go ahead and give you a look at the watch face. Right here obviously is the Orient Kamasu in silver and blue. And here is an up-close look at the face. You'll see that the bezel is in blue, as well as the face. It's more a bit of a sunburst blue. It pops really well in the sun and is a really spectacular blue color. When the lighting is low or when there isn't any specific light hitting it, it almost looks like a dark navy, almost black. In my opinion, the colors online really don't do it justice, just because they can't display that sunburst look. But I think that the blue is really beautiful. The black is a really nice color option as well. However, I felt that it was just a bit plain for this watch, and I just wanted something that gave a bit more of a pop of color. I really like the color blue. I wear a lot of blue, so I felt that it would be a nice pop. You'll be able to see here, this does have a unidirectional rotating bezel, so I'll go ahead and spin that on around and back into the 12 o'clock position. At the 12 o'clock position on the bezel, there is a lume pip. Each hour position is illuminated with a lume pip as well. The date is not, but the hour, minute, and second hands all are illuminated with lume as well, so you'll be able to see those in the dark. I do feel that it is a fairly bright lume, which I'm pretty satisfied with. Here at the 3 o'clock position, you will see the date complication at the time of filming is Thursday, October 29th, so we have that right there. So that is a bit about the watch face. Other information on the face, we have the Orient logo, as well as 20 bar down there at the bottom. As mentioned earlier, it is water resistant up to 200 meters, especially with the screw down crown, which we'll go ahead and rotate around and get a bit of a look at here. It does have the Orient logo. Whether or not you can see that, I don't know. But it does have the Orient logo. It screws down and has two positions, one to adjust the date and one to adjust the time. On the back side here, we have the Orient logo as well as a bit of information. You're able to see it's quite shiny right now. The back side of the watch band, I don't know how well it's picked up, is a bit of a texture just so that it doesn't spin around so freely on your wrist, especially when it's wet. I find that the watch band is a bit slippery, so it does have a bit of texture on it to help kind of combat that. So that is the watch face right there. I have found after I've probably had this for about 2-3 months now. I have not had any scratches on the face. On the sapphire crystal, but I have noticed a bit of a scuff here on the bezel. I don't know if you can see that, where the blue has been scraped off. I don't have a job that requires a lot of work with my hands as far as kind of where the watch would be put in danger. It doesn't stick off too far, but I do feel I notice occasionally that I'll catch it on things or hit it on things, so I have noticed a bit of a battle scar there. This is my daily watch, so it is to be expected, and it's not something that I'm terribly upset about. I think it gives the watch a bit of character and shows that it is that it's used, and it is a utility to me to tell time. So it's not something that I'm terribly bent up about. So that's a bit of a look at the watch face. We're going to go ahead and get back up off the table and give some of my final remarks. Alright, so back up off the table. I'm going to go ahead and give some of my closing remarks. You'll see here I have the watch on. I wear this watch every single day. The only time that I do not wear it is while I sleep. I generally don't wear it while I shower, even though it is a water resistant watch. I just usually don't. The only other time that I've taken it off today was just for this video, but otherwise it is on my watch, on my wrist pretty much at all times. I've got a tan line beneath it for how frequently I wear it. So this watch is pretty much with me at all times. Once again, this was the Orient Kamasu in silver and blue with the rubber strap. It's a watch that I have enjoyed a lot. I think that it was a great step into the watch world and automatic watches. It has worked really well for me. The only thing that I've noticed, I don't remember what the specific advertised kind of plus or minus on seconds is on a daily basis. I do find whether or not it is standard, I don't know, but I generally find that after about probably 2 to 3 weeks that my watch is significantly fast. So I'll notice that after about I would say 3 weeks or so that my watch is running almost 10 minutes faster than when it was initially set or to what the true time is. And generally when I set it, I'll go ahead and go on my phone or my computer and pull up the world clock for my time zone and set it according to that. So I have found that over the course of 2-3 weeks, even a month, obviously the longer it goes, the more it becomes off. And for me, I've found that my watch is always fast. So I don't know generally how that works. I don't know if that's standard or not, but that has been my experience with this watch. As I mentioned, I was able to get a fairly good deal on it. When I was just checking for the video, I do believe that the watch still retails at $240. So if you use their first time discount, that's not any kind of affiliate or anything like that. That's just something that I found that you could certainly use as well if you've never ordered through Orient on their website, or you can certainly find it through a third-party distributor as well if that's something that you are comfortable with or looking to do. However you go to do it is obviously entirely up to you, and just is based on your preferences and how you feel about where you purchase your items from. So that's a bit of information, just kind of closing up some of my final remarks on the Orient Kamasu in silver and blue. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to comment any of your thoughts, if you're curious about anything of the watch, about my experiences, if you also have the watch and want to share anything about it, or just want to have a bit of dialogue down in the comments section, you could definitely leave something below and I would be glad to respond to it. If you want to keep up to date with my videos, you certainly can subscribe, but that's entirely up to you. Each one of my videos is fairly different. My videos are really all just about things that interest me. So if you want to subscribe and find out about the things that I'm interested in, certainly go ahead and do so, but that's entirely up to you. Until next time, this has been Anything Goes with A, and I'll see you soon. Have a nice day. Bye.